And we're going to welcome you here inside the Ohio Health Ice House inside Columbus, Ohio for this Women's Division I matchup between the Miami, Ohio Redhawks and also the Adrian College Bulldogs right now. Currently, they're just going through pregame introductions. And we'll send it down to ice level and the PA announcer in Andy Soares for the particulars of this matchup. And back inside the broadcast booth at the Ohio Health Ice House, Nora Sewell, Boz Echevarri alongside for this semifinal matchup. And Nora, it's a little good to be back.
It is, yeah. We're in for an exciting game today.
Yeah, of course, these matchups here, you look at Miami of Ohio, they've kind of had an offensive output so far in their two games. A sweep, of course, of Lindenwood Belleville. They put up 10 goals in their series against them.
Yeah, they did a great job here. I'm suspecting these coaches are telling them keep a level head, take the game play by play, shift by shift, and play smart hockey. So let's see how these girls do today.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Adrian College as well. They're looking to knock off the defending national champions here. And of course, their job kind of intense as well. Of course, Miami, a high offensive output, but they have a goaltender in Allison Dungy who, for the most part, she's only let in 1 goal over the 2 games, coming in with a record of 2-0, obviously with a sweep, and then a save percentage of 96 in this tournament.
Yeah, she looks pretty strong. She's never caught out of position, and she's quick. So let's see how she does for her team today.
Yeah, very sound goaltender in Allison Dungy. Of course, on the other end, Erin Sparks, who for the most part has been a spark plug for Miami of Ohio. She's made 52 of 55 saves over the 2 games, a record of 2-0, and a 1.66 goals against average.
Yeah, she's been a really good asset for her team here in this tournament, and let's see if she keeps it up today.
Miami, the designated visiting team. Adrian College, of course, the home team in this matchup, the overall number 2 seed. Quick stoppage here. I think they might be checking on the doors and maybe even that back net, as the linesman didn't have an official. Or I guess they're checking the puck behind the net, making sure all the water's off back there and the puck sliding across. Of course, if it's super wet, the puck tends to stick on those wet spots on the ice. Seen that a couple of times where it's wreaked havoc. Nevertheless, the refs are happy. Of course, on the matchup, Janine Martinez, Stephanie Wild, Tori Gordon, and Kasia Jackson. Miami, the designated visiting team in their reds, Adrian College in their home whites. Won by Adrian College, now up ahead, and tried to guide this one in was Parody. Back to play. This now goes Noble. Noble on the year, or excuse me, on the tournament, been a spark plug there. Noble, of course, 5 points, 1 goal, 4 assists. Now Hardy plays it back at her own blue line, up to the far side boards, and that's probably going to be a check-in call against San Fortune, as now going back, touching up is Hardy.
Yeah, she got her hands pretty high up on that hit. That's one she's not going to want to take for her team here. She's going to have to keep a level head throughout this game.
So it's going to be an early power play for the Red Hawks out of Ohio. Looks like that's a roughing call. So again, body contact allowed. Body checking tend to be frowned upon, although from up here sometimes we're not sure where the line is.
Yeah, you kind of tend to take what you can get away with, but these girls know what they're doing, and they know what's allowed, and they know what's not, and those are the calls that are going to get you every time.
I'm appalled by the cheating, Nora.
Yes, you can't condone it, but try to get away with it sometimes.
Now back to Baldwin, up for the point for Peterson, and now finally out of the zone. Clearing it is Jesse Rushing. So it's a 2-minute roughing penalty, just 30 seconds into this semifinal game number 1 in Division 1, and Rushing played the puck up. Now around the boards we go, and corralling it is Katie Baldwin.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Peterson does for this shift. She was really strong up on that point these last 2 games of the tournament, and she really took control. They were feeding her the puck up high, and I think she might do it again here today. Now
Matthews was speed in the zone, and she got it in as far as the half boards and was angled off there by Levasseur. Back around the boards we go, now played for the half boards and finally out of the zone. Adrian College so far through the first about 55 seconds of this penalty kill, doing a good job.
Yeah, they're playing real good defense right now.
Now Ellen Chili-Gears up to her own blue line here, and corralling the puck was Carly Noble. Noble was looking for a player here near side. That was Alyssa Vasali, who on the year, or excuse me, in the tournament has 4 goals and 1 assist. One of 2 Red Hawks players with that point total. Now back down, and Miami of Ohio kind of tentative on their first power play. Now Noble back in her own end plays this. Up ahead near side for Vasali. And Vasali just dumps this one deep, and the Red Hawks have about 25 seconds left on their player advantage.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Vasali's had a fantastic tournament. She's always in the right spot. Her team knows where they want her, and she's gonna get some goals here today, I think.
And Dungy puts the stoppage there with 17:49 left in period number 1. Or it might be more accurate to say about 2:11 is surpassed in the period. Still early in this game.
Still early.
Shot from the point, saved by Dungy. Of course, I want to thank you for joining us on this Saturday afternoon here locally in the Eastern time zone. Anywhere else, we want to wish you a good morning and a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Zimbo wins the face-off here. It goes back for her deep defensive pair, and Wilson as she ices a puck, and that will most likely do it for this power play. Now Matthews in the corner, up ahead here, and sent out where Rebellas takes it. Back now, Hornbuckle went D-to-D as Matthews lost the handle on her blade. Now Matthews goes back and sends this off the glass and up to a teammate there, and Cialis. Cialis just dumps this one in around the boards as the Red Hawks get a change. Now up ahead to the half boards and all the way up to a teammate to Polson. Adrian College goes. Adrian College looking for the first shot where Rushing plays it. Far side hash marks now up ahead for Polson behind the goal line. Played back where Rushing is there. She was met by a pair of Red Hawks, and now the puck goes behind the net around the boards, and now Rebellas will just get this one back down deep.
Yeah, that was a great play by Rebellas. She stopped up the blue line, waited for her team to make the correct offensive play, and they have a chance.
Darby Edmondson played it. She has 2 goals in each of the 2 games that the Red Hawks have played. So far they have 2 shots on goal, and this one dumped in by Rushing as the rest of the forward line gets a change. D-to-D here goes Peterson. Peterson from her own corner on the far side was intercepted there only momentarily. The Red Hawks finally get it out of the zone where it's played back by Sabrina Camp. And Harrison on near side for Levasseur, and this one goes back up to the top. Momentarily being tripped up, but touching the puck was Alyssa Vasali. No icing here for the Red Hawks. Our side half boards now where the puck goes Parody. Parody takes a whack here, walks into the zone. Shot here was looking far side post from her shooting angle and was a little bit wide.
Yeah, she came in with some speed there and was taking that low shot and looked for her teammate to crash the net.
Would have been the point here, at least for Adrian College. A lot of their goals come in 5-hole, although albeit only about not the total that the Miami University Red Hawks have amounted.
Yeah, we saw something similar that Miami was doing their first 2 games. They were shooting that puck low and getting those rebounds, not looking for the perfect player, the perfect shot, and they came out with an 8-2 win in that last game they had with those plays they were making.
Of course, the Red Hawks a lot of goals, but they also give up a lot on the counterattack as well. They've given up a total of 55 over the last 2 games. Up ahead here and one back there by LaBelle. Circling in her own zone was Moore. She goes D-to-D here for Arnold. Arnold tried to send this one up ahead, but back to Moore's stick. Finally out of the zone off the boards in front of the Adrian College bench. All the way down, and no icing here as LaBelle was also there to play. It goes off the back of the net. Still out in front here, and no harm done there as the shot wasn't even on target. Now glove down here by Moore at the point. Still in the zone. Coleman was doing battle there with Edmondson. It finally got out, poked by Edmondson. Now Moore from her own blue line for Zimba. Up to that center line and finally knifed up ahead by Arnold before Zimba had to play back as it was returned back to Moore. Blue line. And this one will get deep here. Polari gave chase, but it went all the way around, and there's person there was Natalie Hornbuckle, and the Bulldogs have iced the puck.
Yeah, like you said on that last play, offensive play for Adrian, they didn't quite get it to the net. However, Miami was there helping their goalie out, trying to make that play. So if it did get over to her, it was going to be on them before it got to her. So
LaBelle here, and well, this was the adventure 2 days ago with players getting kicked out of the circle. No warning given, of course. You mentioned preventive officiating. And a shot here that's fought off by Dungy, but go to any officiating clinic, they'll talk about preventive officiating and giving players warning. None such given to any of the players here, as this one might have some kind of violation. Face-off's going to come back in the Bulldog zone. And Ellen Chili-Garris is going to take the face-off for Miami. One back by Adrian College around the boards as Polari is trying to get to the half boards to play the puck. Now here and now up ahead goes Levasseur. Walks up to shot here and a save as some shoving goes up at the top of the crease.
yeah, she had the right idea there. Just looking for her teammates coming with her into the zone next time.
Sometimes you do have to take that shot on that rush. You won't have a teammate there, so good idea there as play is halted by Aaron Sparks. And again, no warning here as...
Yeah, those wingers got to be ready to be taking these draws for their team. I mean, like you said, they're getting kicked out left and right here. No warning at all. It's frustrating.
Well, corner play here, and we're going to have a penalty against Miami. That's going to put the Bulldogs on the power play, and it's going to go against the captain of the Miami Redhawks, and I believe that's Ellen Chili-Garris, who's going to be sent to the box for a trip. But going back to your point, I mean, the way this tournament's gone, it's almost like you might want to send your wingers in the face-off circle.
Exactly. I was going to say, I mean, they have to be consistently ready for that call these refs are going to make, and you know. Or
even send out 2 centers here. You can
exactly. I mean, that might be your best bet at this point.
I'm sure any coach doesn't want a game plan around the officials, but it almost seems like the last couple of games that we've seen.
You might have to at this point. I mean, if they're going to take advantage of that, and it's something you got to be watching out for.
Well, scramble out in front here, and a good job by Sparks to cover up the puck. But to your point, the way at least the face-offs have gone, you might want to send two centers, or even if you have a practice, just have your wingers work on face-offs.
Exactly. I mean, it's important, and sometimes you don't expect it to happen that often, and the frequency that it's happening right now is very high. It's a little bit abnormal, but you got to be ready.
Well, this is the first one in a while that we've seen both centers take the draw in. Might have been the first one since the opening face-off.
Yep.
At least that I can remember. Anyway, back to the half boards. We go, angled off the boards, and a good job there by Arnold to keep it in. She walks in, shot from the high slot, and was fought off there by Sparks. Now played to that near side half boards, and played by Rushing. Rushing goes into played it to the corner, a pass back to Wilson at the point. Now to the top of the circle. Harrison with a shot here that was deflected wide. Looks like Zimba was in front there and redirected the puck. Now Harrison with a shot from the top of the circle and deflected wide by Rushing. Still a scramble out in front, cleared away as the puck was in the crease there. Great awareness by Katie Baldwin as she was the Red Hawk player who cleared the puck out.
Yeah, Sparks is doing a fantastic job of eliminating those rebounds, and she's either redirecting them or she's covering up pretty quick.
That one bailed out by her captain and senior forward penalty killer, Katie Baldwin out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Stretch pass here denied by Michelle Goguen.
That pass has got to get out. She's got to skate that at either top of the circles and look for the play, or she's got to make some smarter play happen here.
Now 20 seconds left. Maybe time for one last rush. Is Parody trying to generate some speed through the neutral zone. Parody into the zone. Now up ahead. She lost the handle on it, and quickly covering up was Aaron Sparks with 14 seconds left in this player advantage.
Yeah, she cut across the middle there, and she was looking for that low blocker maybe, and her.
Yeah, looks like that puck slid through the pads of Sparks. So now we come back. Hardy wins a face-off here for Adrian College. Now D to D for Rebellis. Rebellis with a shot here, and Sparks.
That's exactly where that defenseman wanted that puck to go, right on her stick. She was waiting there, wide open net. That's a hard one. She's going to think about that for the next few minutes.
Oh man, those pads of Aaron Sparks right now keeping this a 0-0 game. 11:45 left in period one. Face-off one by Hardy. Now back to the point there where Rebellis shoots it here. D to D out in front here, scramble, poking at it, and Fortune going to take a couple of whacks for trying to poke the puck through, even though the goalie had it. And here's the replay.
Yeah, she's right in that back door. But that's the outcome you're going to get when you go to the net with your stick. Getting that goalie, those defensemen are not going to like that at all. They're going to do something about that, because you can't be getting in her face like that without repercussions like this.
Well, albeit a penalty be assessed, but to your point again, you got to clear the front of the net and protect your goaltender.
You do. It's important, and you got to let her know you're there for her, and she's not standing out there alone. So it's a good teammate, and I like to see that.
Sure, Nora, you've had your fair share of clearing out the front of the net.
Sure have, but everyone's been worth it. Those goalies deserve it, man. They've kept you in for the games that maybe you shouldn't have won sometimes. So, like I said, they deserve it.
Especially thinking of, I mean, the save that Erin Sparks just made, bailing out her penalty killers.
Exactly. Yeah, she's doing a great job of that here today, and especially actually all tournament. She's been very reliable.
Well, we had a false start here, so it's a 5-on-3 for 1 second, and right now the refs are consulting with Andy Storrs, who's our off-ice official, as well as our PA announcer. The puck did drop, but of course, false start, you're supposed to put the time back on, so there is technically 1 second left on this 5-on-3 with 11:40 should be left. I think they're trying to get the clock situation right. So kind of the double-edged sword of linesmen who don't drop the puck, I guess the argument would be.
Yes, exactly. I mean, look at her. She's ready to go, and let's hope that they are too.
Well, the door's open, and now the 5-on-3 expires, but still with the player advantage. Adrian College just, oh man, a shot out in front here, but the puck would not go.
Yeah, you can tell Sparks has done this a few times before. She knows where she needs to be to keep her team in it right now, and they're doing a great job.
Turnover here, now sent out in front here, wide of the post, and now back to the stick of Chili Garris. Chili Garris rubbed into the boards, as now back playing the puck is Wilson. 90 seconds left on the player advantage now for Adrian College, who is now entering the 3rd minute of their power play.
Yeah, that was a smart play.
And we're going to have a penalty to Adrian College here. That's a body check. Looks like that is number 61, Danica Polson, who got entangled up there. And
sometimes that contact's hard to avoid, but you know, you got to keep your head up and
be aware.
Exactly. Yeah. Be aware. Put your head on a swivel and be doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, you can almost argue interference on those.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, some of those collisions.
Mm-hmm. Like they're almost a collision more than intentional. Or at least sometimes you try to make it look that way, right?
I'm appalled by the actions, Nora. Anyway, play goes on, and sent up by Carly Noble. Now back in deep by Katie Baldwin, as we'll have 5-on-4 for the next 51 seconds, and then Miami will have a shortened, abbreviated power play. Now Hardy with a puck here, 2-on-2 ensuing. Her teammate there in parity with it, shot here, up and in the glove and safety of Erin Sparks. And if you're a goaltender, that's one where
it
you
can
get a little
scary.
Yeah,
it can't see it, and those goaltenders need to know where the puck is at all time. And she was actively looking for it, and she just looked up and thankfully made the save for her team here.
Now here's the replay. She blocked it straight up there, and maybe even a good job of getting back to that crossbar.
Yeah.
So Erin Sparks showing why she is a national championship holder.
Yeah, she's really showing her ability today to maybe hold that title for her team here.
Yeah, of course, this is a winner go home situation here. The last couple games, a series win best 2 of 3. But if you don't win today, you're going home without any opportunity to go to the championship game.
No, exactly, and they both these teams need to keep that in the back of their mind and going into each period. But at the same time, maybe not think about it too hard, because it could affect the way that your team play is going, you individually playing. So there's a bigger goal here, but at the same time, all need to come together as one here.
Well, Puglisi wins the draw here, and now still in the Red Hawk zone. Finally up, Puglisi angles this off the scorer's bench, and Arnold goes back to play it below her own goal line. Angled off the corner boards. And now skipped by Baldwin, 2-on-1 the other way. But a good job there by Miola to get back and kind of quell that opportunity. Matthews from our own corner sends us up ahead for Edmondson. Already 4 goals in this tournament as Polari was tripped up, but she tried to get this one deep as her team goes on a change. Now, briefly for the next 30 seconds, on the penalty kill are the Bulldogs.
I like the way that Adrian's playing the neutral zone. They come in with speed. They make sure they know where everyone's being, or everyone's going, I should say, and they're going to get some good offensive plays here if they keep that up right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Here now just sent in deep as peeling off for a change goes Vasali. Wilson. And now just iced there by Wilson as it's sent on frame and momentarily covering up and then seeing Colson crashing in from the top of the circle. Sparks covers up with 8:50. We'll take a short break here for our media timeout. 8:50 left in period number 1. The score is 0-0.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, the official merchandise sponsor of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape of the ACHA. And by the Three-Legged Mare, located right in the heart of downtown Columbus.
And back here, Columbus, Ohio, the Ohio Health Ice House, just adjacent to Nationwide Arena, and the official practice facility for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Nora Sewell with me alongside Boz Echevarri, and this has been, so far, kind of the matchup that we expected between the number 2 team in the country in the Adrian College Bulldogs and the defending national champions in the Miami Redhawks.
Yeah, both these teams have proved that they're the ones that deserve to be here today, and they're playing like it. Score is still 0-0. There's time. There's a chance for both teams, and let's see who capitalizes first.
Absolutely. You look at Adrian College, of course, it was Ric Flair who made the statement of, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Exactly. Exactly, and we'll see who does it.
And of course, Adrian College are going to have to beat the best in Miami of Ohio if they plan on being in the national championship game. Of course, we already saw the counterpart in the men's division for Adrian College. They beat Central Oklahoma on the men's side on their way to the national championship. So I'm sure Adrian College, their women's D1 program, were paying attention to that, and they would love to sweep the D1 class here in the ACHA.
Yeah, Adrian always comes prepared. Team's always prepared. They're looking good, they're looking quick, and they look like they're in it today.
So far, both goaltenders up to the task that they've faced so far. And defensively, I think we've seen a good defensive battle, good defensive hockey so far through the first 11 minutes and some change of this semifinal.
Yeah, defensive, but not too defensive, I would say. Both teams aren't playing too cautious, which is nice to see, and they're both taking those offensive opportunities, and it's nice to see that no one's playing scared.
Oh, here, lost stick there as Bolson's going to have to pick it up here. A couple of cross checks delivered by Edmondson as she's also slow to get back up. Now Sloan sent this one back in front, but will turn right back by LaBelle. LaBelle blocks a shot, and it was deflected into the corner by LaBelle as now Parody tried to play it, didn't get it out. Good job there by Hornbuckle to keep it in and trying to win the race to the puck, but finally out of the zone as Fortune plays it, but Miami offside as having to tag up was Matthews. She gets back in a good hustle play there to play it back to her Red Hawk teammate. Now Matthews back to her position and up ahead here at the Blue Jackets logo for Noble. Noble walks in, a shot from the top of the circle here, and we're gonna have a stoppage as on the ice right now is the goaltender in Dungy and also Ellen Chili-Gears of Miami. Both up now.
Yeah, that's good to see. They both, for a while they were both laying there, and that might have been a scary outcome. Two vital players to both these teams.
Looks like Chili-Gears is going to be sent to the box. Maybe goaltender interference.
And that's the only call I could think of.
It's probably going to be a 2-minute. The puck's going all the way down into the Miami zone. So Chili-Gears going to the box.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. I'm not sure either one were expecting that outcome. I mean, they high-fived each other on the way up, and didn't look like there was any bad blood there. I mean, not like anyone intentionally was looking for a call.
As fierce and as intense as whatever trash talking happens down on the ice happens, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of sportsmanship that goes on down there as well.
There is. I mean, you can tell both these teams have a pretty good locker room. They're coming off the ice. They're saying positive things to each other, and it doesn't look like anyone's specifically calling anyone out, which is what you like to see that. So, yeah, these they look like a good team to be a part of. You want that. Makes the game a lot easier to play.
Now shot here, Sparks lost it in her pads. And for the job that Sparks has done so far today, she looks a little tentative. I mean, in the net a little bit, maybe not completely comfortable in early start time. You had a day off.
She does. She few plays, yeah, but she's watching the ice. You see her, and I mean, that's what she's supposed to be doing, but she is actively making sure everyone's where they're supposed to be. She's letting people know if they're not, and she's playing her role well. She might need just to settle in here and get these 7 minutes of this first period down and see how she comes out in the second.
Edmondson wins a draw after having her center and Baldwin thrown out of the circle. Now Polson tries to get to it. She tried to stick handle by a couple of Red Hawks defender, and Baldwin will just clear this all the way down. Some of the Red Hawk penalty killers will get a change. The last 80 seconds of this power play. Up ahead here near side, and Polson now corrals it. And getting to the puck here is Katie Baldwin. Baldwin tried to walk it in, had her stick lifted, and she pulls off, will go for a change with Harrison at her own blue line.
Yeah, you cannot be caught standing still on your own power play. You need to be actively moving your feet and looking for that outlet pass and get down to the offensive zone.
Well, so far right now, the Bulldogs with the player advantage, although it's been Miami who looks like they've been on the power play. And we're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to be against the Bulldogs. Could be a hold. We'll see what the call is. Oh, it's a hook.
It's a hook.
So it's a physical game, but also a fair game. Some might argue that the women's game is sometimes more physical than the men's.
Yeah, I would take that point. I mean, it's something you need to think about and actively do it each shift, you know.
It's going to be 4-on-4 for the next 45 seconds, and the Red Hawks will have an abbreviated power play. This one out in front here, sticked away by Dungy. Now corralling the puck here at the top of the circle, sends this one deep. Redmondson plays it in front of the net, but waiting for it was Arnold. Good job there to wait for the puck. There was Gogwin, as now we're going to have a penalty, as that's going to be Amanda Puglisi who's going to be guilty of the infraction.
Yeah, that can't happen there. I mean, she got to help her team out and stay out of the box.
We'll call not a bad penalty to take, and when you see both officials in the orange armbands as we take another look at it. And yeah, especially behind the play, not the best one to take. No. So not only do you end your potential power play, you're going to gift Adrian College another penalty here. Well, I guess this one went offside. Of course, I'm not at ice level, so I can't officially make that call or have the best view at it. We'll take the linesman's words on it. And as Hardy and Noble will take the face off.
Yeah, nice quick draw there, and a win for Miami.
It looks like Noble was just trying to play that ahead and win the race.
Exactly. Offside
was Adrian College. They'll have to tag up, and it leaves time for Hornbuckle to play this as she ices the puck. Of course, now we'll have 4-on-4 for the next 70 seconds, and then about a 20-minute power play for the Bulldogs.
I like the way Alyssa Visali comes off the bench. She's coming. She's not gliding anywhere. She's on the ice. She's moving her feet, and look at her go.
Now Edmondson here. Edmondson with speed. Shot from the circle, and it went wide of the net.
That was a nice opportunity for Miami.
Tense times here as both fan bases, one was hoping for that goal, the other one was hoping that was probably the best situation for at least the Adrian College fan base. This one soccered up ahead, and being brought down to the ice was Gogwin. Now back as Corral on the puck and circling around goes Peterson. Peterson generating some speed out of her zone. Up ahead here, and good job there to be strong and take it into the zone. Into zone from the corner, now back up to the point where Chili Garris has it. Goes D to D for Gogin, and behind the net goes Noble. Noble with a wraparound intent, still out in front here, and standing up to the task there was Dungy. Now back for Peterson, as now there'll be a 20-second power play for the Adrian College Bulldogs. A 2-on-1 if they hurry. Now to Rushing. Back here, a stop out in front, still left out in front. Backhand attempt, that was saved by Michelle Gogin.
Wow. That was a great opportunity for Adrian. They were all over the place, but they look like they're going to get it done there for a second.
Excuse me, that was Michaela Gogin. Now back up to the top here, sent in by Coleman. And now back to play this below the goal line was Hornbuckle. Up ahead, Rushing, angled off a Red Hawk player, and it goes back to Moore. Moore tried to send this up ahead, found the skate, but not the blade, and now getting tangled up was Arnold and Hardy. Now Arnold with speed into the offensive zone. She'll go all the way around, and into the corner the puck goes as Arnold still gets it. She was looking for Moore at the point, and now a shot there by Parody, and a save by Erin Sparks, who, after all of that sequence, her team still.
Yeah, both teams have had the chance to score here in the last few minutes, and they're working really hard to get that first goal and be the first one on the board, and that's going to carry with some momentum throughout the next few periods.
Here's a look at that save again. That was a kick save and a beauty from Michaela Gogwin. You don't say that about defensive players, but
you don't, but
I think the term applies here. Now Hardy digs this one out. Hardy will go half boards for a Bulldog player. Now was looking for Hardy back in front there. Waiting for the puck was Amanda Puglisi. Puglisi now racing through, and she dumps this one in, and she gives chase. Puglisi couldn't handle the puck there, and now back with it is Wilson up to the near side half boards. Fortune losing the puck on her stick. We're Wilson doing a good job as a defensive player there to get the puck back, but waiting for it, I believe was Katie Baldwin.
Yeah, Miami does a great job of utilizing the boards here.
Now Fortune out in front, and a save by Sparks. Keeps this a 0-0 game. 2:20 left here in the first. Glove down by Wilson. Wilson couldn't send it back in, as now right on top of it is Vasali. Vasali, of course, to Norris Point, hustling off the bench, and a good hustle play there to get to the puck and kill off a couple of times and prevent Adrian College from getting more offensive opportunities. Hornbuckle tried to send it out where Polson gets it. Polson walks into the zone there, but skating back was Baldwin on the back check, and she got it. Now Baldwin up ahead, finally out of the zone. We're taking the puck is Cialis. Cialis was angled off at the blue line, and it was a good job by the Bulldog defenders.
Yeah, this is a crucial minute 30 here in the first period. You really want to get that first goal for your team and finish out strong in this.
Being an offensive player there, of course, Nora, you look at the first period, you see you didn't put any goals in. Anything going through your mind mentally as you go back to the dressing room?
Oh, you know, I take it shift by shift, play by play, keep a level head, and drive the net hard. And that's where this goal is going to come from, I think. I think it's going to be the result of maybe a low shot, maybe low blocker, a redirection, and I think it's not going to be a pretty one, but it's going to be worth it.
Looking for some garbage out in front then.
Yes, that's the goal.
Yes. And offsides were the Red Hawks with 62 left in period number 1. So So far, an eventful first period, at least through the first 19. Not fruitful, but eventful.
Definitely eventful. Like I said, both teams have had the opportunity, and it's coming.
Well, someone's going to have to score to win the game.
Exactly. That's how this usually works.
Yeah. Camp and Harriet goes to Harrison here near side. A loop off the boards, and Hardy was trying to force her way through. Puglisi there watching Arnold as it's a good job there, and Camp will go back for Harrison.
Yeah, both teams do a really good job of keeping their head up, looking for that, looking for their teammates, and no one here looks like they're trying to, I don't know, maybe just take one for themselves. They're including everyone on the ice, and that's what you like to see. Yeah,
very unselfish play from both teams. Now in front, Sparks took one off the chest protector, and now Hardy plays it from her corners back to the. Was looking for something back into the slot. Now Peterson gets by one defender. Harrison's going to have to try to beat her there. She does, and just plays this back for Hardy. Hardy, who was crashing in, she'll go below the goal line with 5 seconds left. Put on the brakes there, and meeting her there was Chili Garris. Maybe taking a dive there was Hardy. Has also given support there with Sabrina Camp, but after 20 minutes, so far no score after the first frame. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back with the second period after 20 minutes of hockey. It's 0-0. The first semifinal game between Miami and Adrian College on the ACHA National Championships Network.
She's got to shoot it. And she hits it.
Are you ready, Columbus? Then join us for the debut of the NCAA Women's Final Four at Nationwide Arena. Get ready to see it all, do it all, and go for it all. March 29th through April 1st. Never stops, and the fun never ends. Join us all weekend long. Visit ncaa.com/women's Final Four today.
Hey, this is Betsy from Howie's, and I want to tell you a little bit about our hoodies. They're made with a polyester and pre-shrunk cotton blend, which means they're not going to shrink down on you. They're really thick and super soft on the inside. They also have these classy Howie's cloth laces on them. So whether you're at the rink or out on the pond, I know you're going to love this hoodie.
Hey, this is Jason with Howie's Hockey Tape, here to tell you about our top quality polo shirts. For any occasion, whether you're out on the golf course or out with friends. Our dry fit polo will keep sweat away from your body and keep you on your game. Stay dry, cool, and looking good with your Howie's polo.
It's the feeling you get when it all rushes back. The lights, the sounds, the thrill. This memory has been earned and preserved for a lifetime. Every ring has its story. What will yours say?
And we welcome you back here to the Ohio Health Ice House. Highlights from the first period.
Yeah, no, Erin Sparks, man, she's really keeping her team in this game right now. She's quick. She's not out of position very often, and you see her here. She's reading that puck. She's reading the play. She's getting those saves. Getting a little bit of help from her defense, but you know, she's really standing on her head here and helping her team out. And she's going to get the outcome that she wants if she keeps playing this hard.
Yeah, absolutely. It could very well be at least a 1-0 game at this point, maybe even 2-0.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and take a short break here. Again, that was the first period highlights. Basically, it was an Erin Sparks highlight reel because that was the story of the first period. But again, Nora Sewell-Bozich from Columbus, Ohio. We'll come back with a second period. Go ahead and take a short break. You're watching the semifinal 1 for the Division I Women's Tournament on the ACHA National Championships Network.
For over a century, Columbus has had an appetite for sports. As our city grew, so did our ravenous hunger for more. More sports, more of the time. And not just the mainstream, we wanted it all. A sports city founded on determination, focus, strength. We were never mediocre, and to this day, we never settle. We're a bunch of sports-crazed, competition junkies dying to sink our teeth into whatever game, match, tournament, league, or season thrown our way. You see, Columbus is full of passion. Passion for all that sports embody. Hope, challenges, progress. As we continue our journey to be one of the world's best sports destinations, it's clear Columbus has no off-season.
Hello, this is Harriet Howie's. Not all hockey pucks are created equal. This is a Canadian-made high-density rubber puck. It is chip-resistant. If you'd like, we'll put your team's logo on a case of these pucks. This is a good product.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
And back at the Ohio Health Ice House, the official practice facility of the Columbus Blue Jackets. It is semifinal 1 of the women's D1 division on the ACHA National Championships Network. Nora Sewell, Bozich, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. We thank you for joining in on this broadcast. And after the first 20 minutes, things that you might have seen, Nora?
Yeah, no, like we said during intermission, saw a lot of Erin Sparks, pardon me, standing on her head. A lot of good puck movement from Adrian, working that neutral zone like any team wants to, utilizing that tool that they keep in. It looks like they practice quite often, and Miami getting those low shots like we've seen the first 2 games here.
Well, it is the middle frame, the second period. And despite what the graphics say, it is the second period. But should be a fun one here. Of course, the ever-adventurous second period due to the long change.
Yes. Second period, both teams need to step up here and take some momentum, and it looks like we're going to get a good period start and quick, and Miami's going to take it down, I think.
Normally you see the first period seeing your basic hockey. Your second period's kind of where you see the adjustments in the plan of attack kind of come out for both teams. Now outshot by Rebellis out in front, that was blocked away by Carly Noble. A 2-on-3 ensuing and angled up off the point and right back in, sent for the slot, but no Red Hawk players there to put the puck on frame.
Yeah, as a winger, you always want to get up to that point and take that shooting opportunity away from the D and do your best to block it, or eliminate any chance they have of Mike getting a scoring opportunity.
At least force it down the boards as well.
Yep.
That was a good call, Nora. And back the other way goes Fortune. Fortune with speed. Into the face-off circle, down below the line. Now walks in. Saved by Sparks. Within the first minute of play here.
Yeah, trying to sneak that short side and wasn't too successful, but she had the right idea.
19:07 left in middle frame. We've just surpassed 53 seconds in period number 2. Rushing will take the draw. Her counterpart there, Emily Sloan.
She's gonna get the draw.
Well, not only that, that might be the first time we've seen a linesman tell a winger to get on her side of the hash mark.
It might be.
Now Polson, shot here wide of the near post. And goes back and played to Arnold. She'll just get this one deep. Puglisi forced that one back in front. And having her stick tied there was Olivia Zimba. Now Arnold sends this one deep. We're rushing plays it below the net. Out in front there had Polson. Now back to the top here and was turned away. The puck is in the feet of Emily Sloan. And this one finally guided all the way up where Moore will go back into her zone from the far side face-off dot. And gets this one through the point where picking it up is Polson. She walks in, fires from the top of the circle, and it missed everything.
Yeah, you got to commend Puglisi there on her last shift. She got from the top of the circles up to that defender on the point very quickly, and that's something you want to see from your wingers, putting in that quick effort and not only speed offensively, but that's going to count for her.
Of course, that's a good spot to start the breakout as well. A good job here. Now up ahead goes Levasseur. Levasseur through, watched by 2 Redhawks. Out in front here, and Polari shot it right into the left pad of Erin Sparks.
Erin Sparks, man. I need to find her to be my goalie. She's doing a great job.
Nora would love to play in front of Erin Sparks.
I would be honored for her to be back there in the net. I trust her a lot right now.
Levasseur walks in an attempt, and we're going to have a penalty here. Finally touched up by Hornbuckle, and it's going to be a hook.
A little bit of a collision there in front of the net. Sparks is a little bit slow to get up here. Let's hope it's not something that they're going to have to come out on the ice for. That's hard to see, especially when she's doing this well right now.
And you see the collision there in Sparks. It was kind of assisted by that hook, that collision. Sparks still down on one knee. Now the trainer is going to come out, and if you're a Red Hawk player, your heart might be in your throat right now.
Yeah, you don't like to see that at all, especially with the way she's playing right now. She has all of her forwards and defensemen out there. She might be okay. She's standing up now. She's a little bit slow to get up. She's going to skate to the corner and regroup herself here.
We do have some great cameramen here and camera women here at the ACHA National Championships. Of one we do want to thank specifically Milan Kaisel out of Slovakia. He helps out with the European University Hockey League, basically the ACHA equivalent out in Eastern Europe, and kind of their league. They have a ton of junior players. As you look at Sparks now trying to get the field back there. We'll take a look at this collision one more time, or at least a couple of saves that Erin Sparks has made so far through the first 22 minutes. But,
yeah, you might be relieved a little bit if you're on that Miami bench. She that could go 2 ways, and I'm hoping it went the right way for her here. That's good to see.
Well, in a way of putting salt on the wound here, it's going to be a power play for the Adrian College Bulldogs. It was a 2-minute hooking call against Hornbuckle. Shot here, and it went wide of that far post. Now this one carried back out and finally sent out. Going back having to play this is going to be Parody. Parody plays it back as Vasali, who is applying pressure.
Yeah, Adrian's really communicating out there. You can hear him all the way from up here. They're talking to the defensemen. They want to break this puck out and get it down there quickly for a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, they definitely want that all-important first goal. Up ahead goes Hardy. Hardy stick handles around, shot up in front, saved by Sparks, and into Sparks went Hardy.
Yeah, it was a nice little move by her. It looked like she wanted to cut the crease and maybe sneak that in 5-hole, but yeah, she could have easily done something like that there, but Sparks is still standing on her head. We like to see that.
Oh, about 79 seconds left in the hooking minor to Hornbuckle. Draw win here. Near side boards, goes back to Harrison. Harrison walks in, now goes D to Wilson. Down low here, was looking for Polson. Polson will just play it back to Wilson up at the point. This one thrown in, and well wide was looking for Rushing, who's out in front. She gets it down and just go angle it off the half boards for Harrison. Harrison to Wilson. Drive, and it was Zimba out in front looking for the deflection. Now up to Rushing. Rushing tried to settle a puck down before firing a shot off. Goes down to Zimba, where Polson now plays it in the corner. Up to the point, now D to D for Harrison.
Yeah, these D really want to look for that reflection or deflection in front of the net. It's gonna work out for them if they keep shooting those low shots and maybe make something happen.
Still out in front here, and now Polson had her stick lifted, now crashing in, and icing the puck is Carly Noble.
Get a little break for Miami here, change up the lines. Getting rushed.
That was a hard shift for the Miami penalty killers there. Spent a minute on the defensive end, killing that off and preventing a lot of opportunities. Now finally out of the zone, Zimba is going to have to get it. And one last rush if the Bulldogs can regroup with 5 seconds left. Now Moore goes, Moore throws it on net. It was turned aside by Sparks. Cleared back out to Moore, it hopped over Moore's stick. She'll go back in her zone, play it up, but it was cut off there by Ellen Chiligiris. Getting rubbed off by Peterson. There was, I believe, Sabrina Kemp.
Yeah, both teams look like they might be trying to slow down the game a little bit, take things back a step, make a simple play, and nothing too fancy here. And sometimes that's the best you can do, and that's the best outcome too when you do those things that are vital to your game, and they're going to get you opportunities and put everyone on the same page.
Well, Peterson goes around the boards here as she peeled off for a change. And now up ahead here for Mersick. Mersick tries to get by a Red Hawk player in the form of Katie Baldwin. Now Arnold. Arnold gets this one deep. It was sticked off there by Hornbuckle. And now back to Arnold, who stalkered this one in. Back in Matthews will send this off the boards. Up ahead here was looking for Chiligiris. Goes all the way out where Matthews now plays it. Up by the Blue Jackets crest, she lost a handle on it. And no one getting to the puck, and now finally corralled by Fortune. Fortune goes cross ice and now dropped for Fortune. Fortune walks in, still with the puck. Into the corner, back to the point for Camp. Camp fanned on her throw-in attempt there. It goes down deep as rubbed off there was Kendall Mason.
Yeah, Mason's got to get that puck out. That's her job right now, and in her defensive zone, she's up there for a reason up on the point as a winger, and she's got to put that extra effort in to get that out and make sure she takes that opportunity away from Adrian.
Now Coleman, a backhand attempt there, as now Matthews on the ground. Wraparound attempt corralled by Sparks, and a couple of pokes will floor a couple of Bulldogs. A couple of weird caroms here off the stanchions on the glass. Again, we mentioned live boards here at the Ohio Health Ice House.
Yeah, both teams using those to their advantage here. They're banking it off the boards around defensemen, around forwards, especially in the neutral zone. I see Miami bringing it up and putting off the boards and getting that rush into the offensive zone, and it's helping out a lot.
There we go. Again, some preventative officiating here. Just nudging people over.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
I'm sure the players like to see it too. Out in front here, and Sparks with her pad on the post makes another save.
Yeah, Miami's down there putting kind of a wall in front of Sparks and making sure no one gets in there to mess with her, and hopefully she's strong for them. They trust her back there, you can tell.
Oh, out in front here, shot by Polari, turned away by Sparks. As a point-blank shot from Polari. Couldn't find the back of the net. And Miami have iced the puck.
Yeah, no, one thing I could say for Miami is they really need to start winning these one-on-one battles. Their compete level looks to be maybe a little bit low right now, and those are the ones that are going to count. Those, especially those ones down low. That's where your goals are going to come from, and they can step that up here. I mean, either team could get this first goal here, but that's what I would say they'd have to be talking about down there on the bench to each other.
Turnover here, rushing now with the puck, rushing from down low. Out in front here, turned away by Sparks with a leg save. Now Rebellis from the point. Rebellis walks in momentarily, was looking for a stick out wide. The only thing there were Red Hawk players. I mean, right now, just look, the old eye test right now tells us that all the action's happening in the Red Hawk zone. Now Peterson, as we say that with the puck, she lost it. Going back is Wilson, plays it back to her backhand where Rebellis goes up, tries to get this one out, doesn't, as Puglisi was there. Now Rebellis finally does, and this one just sent right back in with Matthews.
Yeah, it's hard when your breakout system isn't working the way you want to. I mean, that's essentially where everything's going to come from. If you can't get that puck out, you might need to go back and regroup and see where you can make that work for your team.
Now Zimba tried to get to is a little bit behind a player there and rushing and covered up by Sparks. But just looking at the eye test right now and just taking a look at the rink, it looks like all the snow's built up on that Miami side of the ice, and a clean sheet of the ice over down in front of Allison Dungy.
Yeah, Adrian's come out strong in the second period. They're working everything they can, and they're getting those shots, and they're gonna get what they wanna do here. I mean, like you said, I mean it's been down here predominantly second period.
Fanning on the attempt there was LaBelle. It was a centering pass in the slot here, and I think we're gonna have a penalty, and it might be against LaBelle. Oh, well, no, it's against Miami. Well, that's interesting. Maybe a trip. Well, it was Matthews who did trip up LaBelle, but the arm came up with Miami holding the puck. That's why I thought it was.
Yeah, that was a little bit confusing there. If you weren't paying attention, like you said, you'd think it'd be on the opposing team.
Well, anyway, action's going to stay on the Miami end of the ice as it's a 2-minute penalty against Nicole Matthews for a trip.
Yeah, Adrian's really got to utilize this power play and get something to work. I mean, here they go down, and let's see if they can quickly get down there and create those opportunities for their team that they need right now.
Yeah, no later than I say that, it's going to stay in the Miami zone. They ice the puck. Yeah. So back the other way we go. 11:37 left.
Yeah, coming in with speed. She's determined to get this goal here, and
it's a hand pass here. And so the faceoffs can come all the way out, but I mean, looking at it right now, looking at what we've seen in the second period, especially since Aaron Sparks went down, right now, everyone's crashing the post.
They are. You have every play that comes in with speed. They're cutting the crease. They're crashing the net. They're trying to go short side. They're trying to get in her head. Maybe they saw how well she was doing up there and trying to find something that works for them.
Sure, goalies don't like it when players are, especially of the opposing team, are right on their doorstep. Absolutely
not. I mean, maybe it might be a little motive for them to keep doing it if you're Adrian, even though you wouldn't want it to happen to your own team. But it could definitely get in their head, and these goalies sometimes could be superstitious, as we all like to assume that they can be sometimes. And I'm sure everyone has had that goalie, but she's doing a great job. She's dealing with it, and she's still strong down there.
Now Arnold throws it down here, and walking back up is LaBelle. LaBelle with a redirected shot that went off the blade of Alyssa Visali. The last 50 seconds of this power play advantage. Still out front here, now sent right back in, and Sparks equal to the task to keep it out of the net.
Yeah, I would think that if a goal does it, come in here for Adrian. Nicole, she might blame herself. You know, those goalies, they tend to be very hard on themselves, and you know, if her team doesn't step up and help her out here, she might be left out to dry, and let's hope that's not the outcome.
And
but
out in front.
Yeah,
deflection there. And now finally back for Polson. Goes for Wilson. In front, couple of deflections, still out in front. Scramble in front, the puck would not go into the net as it was turned away yet again.
Yeah, you could see her square up to that puck, and she was going to do everything she could to keep that from coming to the back of her net.
Now back down low, played up ahead by Zimba. She was taken down by Edmondson. Now to the half boards, play goes. Up to the top, Harrison will go for Wilson. Wilson at the point, throws this out in front here. Hit a couple players, now shot here, and Sparks.
Another save.
With 1 second left on the power play, makes a save.
Yeah, they're really giving it to her right now. She must be exhausted. I know I would be, but she's giving it everything she's got. She knows that she has to win this game to move on to the next step here in the tournament.
You could argue Aaron Sparks might be hitting the O2 tanks hard in the intermission.
I know I would be. She's doing a fantastic job for them.
One back by Miami and sent up ahead into the skates of Puglisi, who angles this one off the boards and finally out of the zone. Moore will go back and play it. Now icing here. Didn't have enough speed, and now good forecheck there by Chili Garris, but only momentarily where the Redhawks were able to keep the zone. Now good positioning there by Gogan and corralled back by Peterson. Turnover here where Hardy takes it. Near side face-off circle, backhand attempt. Still out in front, backhand attempt turned away as out in front there, denying the opportunity was the Red Hawk captain and Chili Garris.
Yeah, Adrian's defensemen here are doing a great job of making sure they know where their forwards are on the ice. You see them when that puck comes out of the zone, they're looking behind them to make sure they're not caught off guard here.
9:04 left here in period number 2. A little up ahead, and finally for Peterson will go here near side for Gogan. Half-board play. Levesser will get this one deep into the corner, now sent right back out by Mercy. And finally getting this one out of the zone was Kendall Mason, as she'll pull off for a change here, but some tired Red Hawk players coming out of the defensive zone. Now Polari with speed through the blue line. Polari walks in, and a good stick there. Shot again as the rebound goes out in front, but cleared out and taken by Baldwin.
Yeah, every time Adrian comes into this zone, they want to get a shot off and get that opportunity for their team. They're doing a good job of it too.
Well, up ahead here, Polson. Polson had this one mishandled, but finally a Bulldog teammate there to bring the puck in for Olivia Zimba. She had an overtime goal that sent the Bulldogs into the semifinal game. Now this one finally soccered from the ground. Carly Noble with a hustle play there.
Yeah, you like to see that effort from Noble, even though she's down, and she's doing what she can to get that puck out as a winger, and that's a really good effort by her.
Any way to get it out.
Exactly. It counts. You got to regroup, make Adrian work for it, and she's got the right mindset here today.
Now rushing. Took her time with the shot here, but it was soccered away, and now back the other way we go with Chili Garris. Chili Garris will just dump this one in a fire wagon change for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, sometimes that's the smartest play you can do. Dump it in, get it on net if you can, but even just in the corner there, let everyone change, get fresh legs, and now they are down here making an offensive play happen.
Edmondson had to make Dungy make a stellar save there as now pinned across the boards there. Good battle there in the corner. Now giving support there goes Polson. Finally iced all the way out. Let's see, this one's on target. Going back to play to Sparks. It is. No icing against the Bulldogs as they get a change. Back the other way. Stretch pass up ahead here for Sloan. Sloan still with it. Now out in front here. Found a couple players out in front. Saved by Dungy. Still out in front. Covered up as Sloan was on the doorstep. And Dungy, after a half period of not really seeing a lot of action, had to make 2 great saves. And that is where we stand with 6:51 left in period number 2. And we'll take a short timeout. So in the middle frame with 6:51, we still have a score 0-0. You're watching semifinal 1 on the ACHA National Championships Network.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron's Championship Rings, the official ring vendor for all ACHA National Champions and Hall of Famers, and by Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Hey, this is Jason with Howie's Hockey Tape, here to tell you about our top quality polo shirts. For any occasion, whether you're out on the golf course or out with friends. Our dry fit polo will keep sweat away from your body and keep you on your game. Stay dry, cool, and looking good with your Howie's polo.
And welcome back here, second period action And through the first, call it 13 minutes of play in the second period, we've seen no goals.
Yeah, no goals for either team here, but Miami came down on that last play before this timeout and gave the Adrian goalie she was watching the play commence down and for a while there in the second period, and she got a nice shot and stopped it. So
bit of a scare, Norsul, Boz Echevarri on semifinal 1 with you. Glad you joined us. A very happy St. Patrick's Day. As now Moore on near side with the puck, still in the Bulldog zone. Now finally Hardy will corral it. She puts on the brakes, reverses her field, and now angled off the boards where Parady's waiting for it. Parady couldn't get it out here. It was sent in and blocked away by a Bulldog player. The shot from Noble. Now where the puck there is Vasali. Up ahead for Arnold. Arnold watched there by Chili Garris. And now finally out where Hardy. Hardy pitchforks this one up and ices it. And now having to go back is Matthews. Parady on it. Low angle shot here. Knifed away by Matthews. Now still with it. Parady and Matthews go into the end boards, and Matthews comes out with it. She played it, but Fortune was there giving support for the Bulldogs. Rebellis, now D2D here, sets out in front here. Backhand deflection attempted by Hardy. It was backhanded to the slot where multiple Redhawks players were there. Now Vasali with speed. Vasali was kind of contacted there, and now finally puck still in the far face-off circle, back into the corner, and to the point we're coming in and playing it is Sarah Peterson. Peterson now with it. She walks into the corner and now below the red line behind the Bulldog net. Up in here, shot in front here, and it went wide of everyone. A couple of players there, but they were watched by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's the right idea. Miami had a screen in front of the goalie, and for a second there it looks like Dungy didn't know where the puck was going to go or where it was, and that could have been a scoring outcome.
Now LaBelle trying to get to a forehand. It was canceled out there by Peterson. Good defensive play. She's on the back end of a long shift, and she's not able to get out. A nice, healthy collision there. Involved with there was LaBelle of the Bulldogs. Out front here and getting her skate on it was Peterson. And she's going to look for an opportunity to change here once the puck gets out. She's gassed on her shift, been there for at least for the past minute. Now up ahead goes Rushing. Rushing finally rushes into the zone as she goes to the half-boards hash, and now finally in the corner. Protecting the puck here, she carries near side corner, angles off the boards, was looking for Harrison. Harrison had to circle back up, back to the point Polari, but the puck is in the corner. Battle along the corner boards there, a couple of Red Hawks, a couple of Bulldogs. And I believe the puck frozen on the half board, so this is going to come out of the Miami zone.
Yeah, those corner battles are what's going to give your team momentum. You need to win those to essentially win the period, and then win the periods, win the game.
Well, Peterson and Gogan are coming off, and they've had a very long shift, almost spending about 2 minutes on the ice.
They have, but they're doing a great job. You can tell that Miami really trusts them back there and is giving their team every opportunity to take control of this game.
That's what sent up, and it was soccered ahead by Zimba, and a collision there. Involved there is Edmondson. As she was laying on the ice, that's great awareness to poke that puck away.
Exactly, yeah. She dumps that puck in there, and she goes right after it. I mean, she went straight to the corner, and she's helping her team out right now.
4:05 left in the middle frame. Now Rushing. Turnover here, and a shot. Up to the task was Dungy as she was at the top of the crease. And the story continues of stellar goaltending on both ends of the ice.
Yeah, Emily Sloan, she made 2 fantastic offensive plays for her team right there. You saw her in the dump it into the zone and then get back into position, read the play, get to the front of the net and get a shot there, and almost a goal.
And here's that replay up here, the turnover. Sloan out in front. That was a nice feed by Puglisi as well.
It was. She knew where her teammate was, and she knew that instead of taking that shot for herself, she was going to hand off to a teammate, and you like to see that. You like to see these players trust each other with these offensive opportunities.
Now up ahead here, off the half boards, and now Fortune. Fortune finally gets us out of the zone, and this was just sent all the way back in by Noble. Behind the net, the play goes. And now up ahead here as Fortune plays it. looking for a cross-ice pass there. And Parody couldn't get this one in. It was knifed off, and good defensive play by Matthews. Now Matthews gets this one up ahead by the Blue Jackets logo. She walks into the zone and fired this one deflected wide of the net by Bulldog defenseman. Into the corner, and a penalty here, as I didn't get a look at it on the half boards, as that part of the ice shielded from the broadcast booth, and it's a cross check. Going to the bench is Nicole Parody, and that will give Miami its first power play of the second period.
Yeah, like I said, those corner battles are really maybe see them intensify here, and you want to be that player to get the puck out, and offensively or defensively, it's going to be a crucial part of the game, and really take some momentum and see what they can do here.
So good opportunity here. Again, Miami the away team, so they don't get last change.
You always want that last change too, and it's hard when you don't have it on these kinds of plays.
Deflected off the skate there, Katie Baldwin. Now back to the point where Peterson plays it. She leaves it for Puglisi. Puglisi, who just generated that last opportunity for the Redhawks with the puck. Goes for Sloan. Sloan back to the top for Peterson. Peterson didn't get enough stick on it, and it goes all the way back, where Peterson's going to have to race Mersek for it. Good job.
Yeah, I really like the way Peterson controls the play, essentially, from her point of view up on the point. She knows what she's doing. Their forward to defense partner is looking at her, and they look like she might be their go-to option on this power play here.
Shot by Sloan into the Adrian College crest of Allison Dungy with 77 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, 2:21 left here in the second, and still no goals, but each team is fighting hard for that. They want to be the first one to get up on the scoreboard.
Now glove down here by Matthews. Matthews will go for Edmondson. A shot here that finds a couple of players in front. Down on the ice there as getting tangled up was Chili Garris. She's slow to get up. Now back Edmondson. Edmondson from the point. Ripped from the blue line, and a penalty here. And it's going to be an interference call against Harrison.
Yeah, those sometimes are hard to avoid, and you don't like to see it, especially with the pace of play that's happening right now. But sometimes it's going to happen, and you take what you can right now.
Well, if you're Adrian College, you're now going to have to kill off a 5-on-3 for the next 58 seconds, and then have to kill off a power play to keep this score 0-0.
Yeah, they look like they're up to the task. They're talking to each other. They're figuring out they're going to be on the same page here, have the same goal. I'd ice that puck if I were trying to. She might want to win that back to her circle right behind her and into the corner. And
face-off win for the Redhawks. Matthews just walking in. Goes down low, shot here. That wasn't on frame. Corner. I'll back up from Matthews. Matthews will go for Noble. Back to Matthews, who's from the top of the circle. Still out front here, and in the area was Ellen Chili Garris. Now down low into the corner. Noble played it. Back to Matthews, who's still at the circle. Shot in front here, and it floated to Dungy, and Dungy corralled it. Made the save with 22 seconds left on the two-player advantage for Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, Adrian did a good job of making sure that puck stayed on the outer corners of that power play, not giving them very many opportunities to walk in there, and they made sure they had their goalies back and kept it as simple as possible.
Good opportunities there for Miami. Great save by Dungy. Now back, Peterson shoots it. It was kicked away by Hardy, who's out in front. And 10 seconds left now on the two-player advantage. Back to Peterson, a shot here, it went high and off the crossbar.
Wow, great shot from her. She saw that from a mile away. She knew exactly where she wanted to put that.
Now back the other way there. It's a 2-on-1 here. Parody can get to it. Parody walks in out in front of this save by Aaron Sparks.
Wow, opportunities within 30 seconds of each other there. Wow, both very good ones. Wow. They both those forwards hustled, and they did a great job right there.
Talk about momentum shifting rather quickly on one play. Here's the first save from Dungy. If you take a look at it, well, I guess it wasn't a save.
Yeah, she looked right behind her. She thought that one right over her shoulder there.
Crossbar down, sometimes a goalie's best friend.
That's what they're there for.
Matthews puts on the brakes here, goes back to the point there, and Noble. Now back to Matthews from the top of the circle, now still out in front here as Adrian College has to play a player down for the next 30 seconds. Now back down, Noble delivers for Matthews. Out in front here to the blade of Edmondson, and a lot of Miami fans arguing a trip there. Might have been right, as Sparks will have to play this one in the corner. There's Coleman. Coleman turns the corner, but she was watched by Vasali. Now a battle here as the last 7 seconds of the player advantage ensues. 7 and 5 to the last second, and that's probably how period number 2 is going to end.
Adrian's doing a great job of winning those battles right now. They're getting there to the puck, and they're coming out with it or holding on the boards, making smart defensive plays, and not getting too many skeptical opportunities for the other team, I guess you could say.
Well, 40 minutes not enough to put one home, although both teams had their chances. So far, as you can see by the graphic, 0-0 the score after 2 periods of play. You're watching semifinal of Women's Division I on the ACHA National Championships Network.
For over a century, Columbus has had an appetite for sports. As our city grew, so did our ravenous hunger for more. More sports, more of the time. And not just the mainstream, we wanted it all. A sports city founded on determination, focus, strength. We were never mediocre, and to this day, we never settle. We're a bunch of sports-crazed, competition junkies dying to sink our teeth into whatever game, match, tournament, league, or season thrown our way. You see, Columbus is full of passion. Passion for all that sports embody. Hope, challenges, progress. As we continue our journey to be one of the world's best sports destinations, it's clear Columbus has no off-season.
Hello, this is Harry at Howie's. Not all hockey pucks are created equal. This is a Canadian-made high-density rubber puck. It is chip resistant. If you'd like, we'll put your team's logo on a case of these pucks. This is a good product.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Hey, I'm Dave from Howie's, and I'm here to tell you what makes Howie's cloth tape the best tape on the market. It starts with strength. Our tape is made with a poly cotton blend, and it has the highest thread count of any tape on the market. It's going to last longer. Next is adhesive. We use an aggressive adhesive that will guarantee this tape will stay on your stick. That's what it's supposed to do, right? I promise you'll love this tape.
And back here in Columbus, Ohio, second period highlights. And it's been a dandy second period, so we'll take a quick break, or a quick look at it. Here we go. And really the story here, it's been all goaltenders.
Yeah.
And mostly Aaron Sparks.
You're right, Sparks. What can you say? She's picked up the Red Hawk team and practically put them on her shoulders right now. She's doing everything she can to help out her team right now, and really demanding the game, I would say, from my perspective up here.
So far, Allison Dungy only facing 14 shots here. This one of the opportunities that Miami had of those 14 to get a goal. Cleared out there.
Dungy, great stops for not seeing a lot of action. It's always concerning when a goalie doesn't see action for that amount of time, and the things are coming at her. She's stopping it, and she's doing what she can to make sure it's not in the back of her net, and she's in position. She's squaring up to the puck and taking away those opportunities, and she's doing a good job down there as well.
Well, here's one of the, I still don't know how that puck didn't go in, but Dungy doing a good job here.
Yep.
And I think this next replay is the one that we're still buzzing about because his shot went off the crossbar.
It did. That was a great shot from Pearson up at the point. She came down the middle, opened up the blade of her stick a little bit, got the angle on that shot. You can see comes off the toe of her stick and gets that high angle shot and almost goes right in. Dungy looks behind her, thinks it goes in as well, but you know, like you said earlier, crossbar, goalie's best friend right now.
Crossbar, the goalie's best friend. Shots in favor of Adrian College, 26-14. We'll take a short break and come back with the rest of the third period. You're watching the ACHA National Championships Network.
For over a century, Columbus has had an appetite for sports. As our city grew, so did our ravenous hunger for more. More sports, more of the time. And not just the mainstream, we wanted it all. A sports city founded on determination, focus, strength. We were never mediocre, and to this day, we never settle. We're a bunch of sports-crazed, competition junkies dying to sink our teeth into whatever game, match, tournament, league, or season thrown our way. You see, Columbus is full of passion. Passion for all that sports embody. Hope, challenges, progress. As we continue our journey to be one of the world's best sports destinations, it's clear Columbus has no off-season.
Hey, this is Jason with Howie's Hockey Tape, here to tell you about our top quality polo shirts for any occasion, whether you're out on the golf course or out with friends. Our dry fit polo will keep sweat away from your body and keep you on your game. Stay dry, cool, and looking good with your Howie's polo.
Back here for period number 3. Nora, the story so far, the goaltenders.
Exactly. I would commend both their efforts right now. I'd be pretty happy to be a player on either team right now. I mean, their goalies are doing what they're supposed to, and there's clearly a reason they're both out there right now.
Almost at this point, the first team that gets a goal is going to have a distinct advantage in the next 20 minutes here. Nora Sewell Bozic-Chavari from the Ohio Health Ice House in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you for joining us here on St. Patrick's Day. Arnold now plays a puck out in the corner and up ahead for Parody. Not out of the zone. A shot here, and trying to knife it down in front there was Carly Noble.
Yeah, Noble's, she's been out there as a screen in front of this Adrian goalie multiple times the last 3 periods, and or 2 periods, I should say, and looks like Miami is trying to get that screen and maybe that shot or deflection and do what they can.
Now back the other way, Wilson plays it below the goal line, and Wilson being harassed there by Darby Edmondson. 2 goals each game that she's played in so far, total of 4. Up ahead here. Now Polson tried to play it, but getting to it first was Peterson. Up ahead into the zone where Rebellis was trying to figure out a way to get to the puck, but get to it first was Sloan and left before she was stick lifted by Polson. Now finally out of the zone, the Bulldogs get it and sending it halfway down, went all the way into the zone, and now near side here for Zimba. Polson now with the puck circled by her own blue line, now walks up ahead, tries to stick handle by a couple of Red Hawk players, and Gogan below the red line. Peterson going to try to get this one out. Doesn't, and finally does successfully, and going back all the way. Harrison plays it, icing waved off. And now Harrison had the puck pickpocketed. We're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to go against Harrison. We'll see officially what the call is. It's going to be a hook.
Yeah, those are the battles you got to win and stay strong on your feet and get that momentum for your team here.
So it'll put Miami on the power play for 2 minutes. Of course, they've only generated 14 shots through the first 40 minutes of hockey. Now one back where Matthews plays it. Down low for Vasali. Back to the top playing it. Chili Garris for Matthews, back to Chili Garris. Shot here, it was a leg pad save by Dungy. And now back with is Chili Garris.
15 shots and 15 excellent saves from Dungy here, and she makes another one.
Almost had to fight that one off.
She did. Her defenseman there looks confident in her ability to stop the puck, and she's going to try to stay out of her way and do her best to give her that opportunity to get out there, square up, and make that save.
Pair of 12s now going after it as we look at a quick replay here. Play now goes half boards up to the top and not out of the zone, as now playing is Matthews from the ACHA logo. She fanned in her shot attempt and doing battle there with pair number 12s and Chili Garris and rushing, and a hand pass to Rolling as it's going to come out.
Yeah, that was a good play from the Adrian winger. She maybe looks like she didn't give the defenseman much time to think to make a smart play, and it paid off for her. She got the call outside of their zone.
80 seconds left in the player advantage here. Maybe a trip, and it is going to be a trip. It's going to put Adrian College on a 5-on-3 once they touch up. Almost, if you're Miami with good pressure right now. Into the corner. Right now it's a 6-on-4. Now Peterson fanning on the shot there, but not, well, I guess now possessing it. And we're going to have, the official calls a trip. Coming to the box is Jesse Rushing, the senior out of Fernando, looks like Mississippi. Then my face-off's going to come to the blocker side of Allison Dungy. It's going to be a 2-player advantage for the Red Hawks out of Ohio. And a draw that was won by Hardy, but there was no support there, as now Hardy's just going to tie up on the boards. Now trying to dig this one out and successfully doing it is Vasali. Now walking in, a shot here by Edmondson that missed the net.
Yeah, if you're Adrian, you're down there on the bench trying not to lose a little bit of hope here. I mean, it's hard when you're on this 5-on-3 and you think everything's working against you, but they look like they know what they're trying to do here and get that puck out.
And getting this as far as the blue line and not much further were the Adrian College Bulldogs. Now back the other way, Parody tried to stick handle through a couple of Red Hawks defenders and trying to poke it through, but unsuccessfully. Hardy 2-on-1 if the Red Hawks hurry. Shot here, and it went short of the near post. The shot from Chili Garris. Now icing the puck and getting a change with the Bulldogs. And now coming up, Peterson will play it behind her own net. Generating some speed out here as Zimba now goes and gets it. Peterson with speed, going end to end here. Shot here, low angle shot here that was sent to the front of the net. No one there to put it back home. Back to the top here, and fighting it through a screen was Allison Dungy.
Yeah, Peterson moved her feet. She practically wheeled that puck from behind the net. She did not stop even coming into the offensive zone, and you like to see that as a forward. Goalie's looking for you to stop moving your feet, and that's usually when you're going to take that shot, but she followed through completely and skated that puck all the way down there.
This north end of the ice by in front of the Zamboni doors. Seen a lot of action in the first top here. Now sent out in front, no one there. Chili Garris was the nearest Red Hawk in the area. This one just iced all the way now as there's 40 seconds left on the player advantage for the Miami Red Hawks. Now Matthews having to evade Mersick down low. Collapsing there was also Zimba. Now it goes back to the blade of Zimba. She tries to poke it through. It was punched out back, and now growling it near sides Vasali. Vasali from her own blue line now here for Noble. Noble tried to walk in here, but it finds the blade of Chili Garris. From her own half boards, now back at the point where Peterson takes it. Peterson, a backhand down for Chili Garris, and Peterson corralling for the puck, and this one shot into the trapper of Dungy, who saw it the whole way.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play by Adrian. They let the goalie see her shot and try to keep him to the outside of the zone, and doing a good job.
You can see Dungy right now talking to her defenders, letting her know what she wants as there's 4 seconds left on the player advantage to Miami. 2, and this will expire. The penalty killed off. Shot from Chialis goes over everyone and into the far side corner. Tried to kept in there. Good job keeping it in there. Momentarily was Gogan. Now back up as Wilson couldn't get it out. She did get it up here. She stepped into a player in Katie Chialis. Some people wanted a checking penalty or maybe in a roughing, but denied by the officials here on ice. Now Polari with a shot here was looking for the blade of Levasseur. Couldn't find it. A little too far ahead. Now back up to the red line as backwards skating. Good job there up ahead here for Polari. This one guided up here and going to be corralled by Kemp. Kemp from the point here, looking for someone out in front here, and a penalty, as also covering up the puck was the goaltender Aaron Sparks. It's going to be a hook.
Not sure I saw that play. I don't know where that hook came from.
Well, the guilty party on it was Sarah Peterson. She's going to serve at most the next 2 minutes in the box. Of course, that gets abbreviated should Adrian College score. So far, Aaron Sparks up to the task through the first 40, seeing 26 shots.
Yeah, to say the least, she's doing a great job right now. She's ready to go. You can see her watching that puck and that that Miami player, Ellen Chilguera, she wanted to win that puck forward and go straight out the zone with it.
Maybe too aggressive on there. Anyway, a tie up here. Now back up to the point. And Parody goes D to D here. And it's for Rebellis. Parody's shot was blocked by Visali, who was camped out right in front of her, and the play goes on the boards. And the Red Hawks content with just killing time right now. Trying to dig it out, and unsuccessfully doing it was Hardy, but it was dug out the other way. Now up to Parody, who's at the top of the circle, and it was an errant pass, as Parody will have to go all the way down and start the breakout here for the Bulldogs. Parody for Hardy, and it was a little too far ahead off of her tape. Right in front of the bench here, and the Bulldogs will try to gain some momentum. Hardy enters the zone, and now Hardy down below the goal line.
Smart play, setting up the zone, letting her forward settle in, and her point up on the D. Get a quick read of the zone before she makes that play.
And now Edmondson pulls it off and knife down here, but successfully clearing it out of the zone was Darby Edmondson. Now Polson in, shot here from the slot, blocked off by a couple Red Hawk players. Still out in front here, scramble in front, saved by Aaron Sparks with 41 seconds left on the power play to Adrian College.
Aaron Sparks continues to help her team out and make those saves. She's not giving up anytime soon. You can see it. She's ready to go.
Number 12's in the face-off dot. One back by Rushing. Now down low here. There's still 37 seconds. Rushing tried to backhand attempt here. Fired! Hit the outside of the cage, back out and all the way around to the top. Now sent back down to the half boards here. Polson will go for Dean Harrison. Harrison took a while to get that shot off, but it was sent back down. Now Zimba with Rushing below the goal line. Rushing now here to the near side corner, sits out in front here, and a leg save out in front by Sparks.
Great save. She, her defenseman could have taken that opportunity away, but
well, it's going to be another power play to Adrian College once Miami touches up. And yep, here we go. Now we might have matching minors here. First one's a hold. The other one's probably a hook. Yep. So it looks like we're going to go 4-on-4 here for the next two. It would have been a power play, but probably not smart of a move by Zimba. As either way, Miami was going to, at the time, they were going to come away with a disadvantage.
Yeah, 4-on-4, open up the ice a little bit, create some movement, make sure you're quick in all three zones here, and someone's trying to find this goal, and we'll see who it is. We'll see who answers that call first.
All right, Nora, you've gone almost 50 minutes with no goals on the ice as a player right now. What kind of emotions are you going through?
Frustration. You're giving everything you got right now, and anything you're putting on net isn't going in, and you got to find a way to get that puck in the back of the net. But you want, at this point, you want it not just maybe to take that opportunity, but give it to one of your teammates. And this game is all about teamwork, and these girls look like they aren't taking those selfish shots, which is nice to see. And they're making it happen.
Maybe at some point as a player, you might want to start being selfish with the puck.
Yeah, you see those girls that come down on the 2-on-1s, and you're either, I would say, you're either the one that's going to pass it or you're the one that's going to take that shot every time. And we've seen both of those players here today, and some are passing, some are shooting, and right now neither opportunity is getting that goal. So
Larry dumps this one. She'll get a change here as there's now 70 seconds left out in front here, and good forecheck applied by Hardy. Still in the zone here, still four-side hockey is now racing with this is Sloan. Harassed there by Harrison, finally rubbed off by Harrison was Sloan. Sloan, however, recovers. Tried to poke this back up to the half boards there, but a little too much support from Adrian College as they were able to get it out. Now Hardy will circle back in. And Hardy takes a couple of sticks Now into the zone is Chili Garris. Chili Garris being slightly hooked. Probably not enough to warrant a call, especially in this type of game. Up ahead here was Aaron, intended for Parody, and Parody will go up for Chili Garris. A little bit behind her is Chili Garris. Now gives chase there. It was watched by Arnold. Arnold, and we're gonna have another penalty. Looks like a body check. Well, we've seen harder checks not called. Nevertheless, the officials who matter making the call.
Yeah, you want to say they call it like they see it, but like you said, we've seen harder hits, and I'm not sure about that.
Well, it'll be a 4-on-3 for the next 17 seconds, and then a 5-on-4 for so it'll be a 5-on-4 for Miami. Apologize for the misinformation. Anyway, Sarah Peterson now with it. Now for Puglisi. Puglisi still outside. Now from the logo, Peterson, a shot here. No, Red Hawks in front there as Parody will give chase. Now a 5-on-4 player advantage, power play. Near side here, good job by Zimba coming out here to negate the opportunity that would have arisen for Puglisi. Peterson will have to go back, and Zimba, as she spent the last 2 minutes in the box, will give chase. Zimba watching Puglisi, and a good job there of deflecting the puck and sending it in was Taylor Mersick.
Yeah, if you take a look at Miami 14, Visali, she's pretty impressive right now. She's two things that are important as a forward. She's quick and she's fast, which if you take a step back and look, they are two completely different things, and she utilized them to her ability as a forward very well.
Now Edmondson, who I'm sure is pressing to try to get a goal in this game. Although right now only one team needs one. Coleman, good job skating through here with 50 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Bulldogs. But there was Matthews, and Matthews doing a good job of back checking. Play goes in the corner. I'm sure Adrian College fine with the forecheck that Coleman's applying.
Yeah, there goes Miami using those boards again in their favor, and look like they're going to get down deep in the offensive zone.
And now back Wilson will just send this to the length of the ice. Or at least she tried to. She didn't get off the ice, and now Sloan plays it back here. Miami on a change. Didn't want to take a too many player penalty.
Yeah, they got to be careful when the puck's over there and they're trying to make that change. That could change the momentum of the game very quickly if they get that call. You never want to get that call, and it's frustrating when you do. And good thing they didn't, because it could have easily happened right now.
Miami onside, and seeing the shot the whole way was Dungy. With 8 seconds left on the power play for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, she's got great vision. If you watch her, she's picking up what everyone's doing on the ice. She's looking at the bench. She's making sure that she's in position whenever it comes down her to zone.
Face off one here, and Rebellis is going to play it for the Bulldogs. Didn't get a whole lot on it, but now finally out is Polari there. Levasseur came off. And now finally back up here. Now goes Camp. Peterson now has it in her own zone. Walked into the middle, and finally out of the zone. We're there to get it is Mason. Mason watched there by Rebellis as Camp circles back. She picks up the puck, looking for a pass here, Polari, but right there was Sloan to intercept the puck. Now Sloan into the zone here, puts on the brakes, and Levasseur skating hard, picked up the puck. So with it is Levasseur. She comes out of her own zone, as coming off the bench was Puglisi. Now Sloan rubbed into just in front of the Adrian College bench. Back for Polari, and now back for Rebellis. Rebellis, shot here, and just off the bottom of the mask. The save by the goaltender and Sparks. Now Zeba walks out in front here to save by Sparks. Still out in front. She finally covers up with 7:34 left in period number 3.
Yeah, both teams are trying to take command of this game. They're going back and forth, and they're playing the possession game right now. And we're going to see here, hopefully pretty quickly, who's going to do their best to win that battle.
Well, we should be getting a media timeout here. Here's a look at the save.
Covers that quick, gives that takes that opportunity away for Adrian.
Now back for Moore. Moore from the point. Shot here. And a couple players in front. And fanning on the shot was Zimba. Now activating from the point. Coming down is Arnold. Plays it just low as there was no one at the point. And a couple of shoves given by Carly Noble on Arnold. This will go all the way down. No icing here. It went off a couple of players' sticks as Arnold circles back and now corrals it. Now rushing. Caromed off of her blade. She couldn't control it. Now she finally does. Now here near side for Fortune. Fortune tries to skate in, and we're going to have a penalty here. And it's going to... It's a trip. And I think that's Chili Garris who's now going to go into the box with 7 left in the third.
Yeah, that's a hard one to take when it's 0-0 up there. 7 minutes. She gets out of the box. 5 minutes left. They killed us, and they need that opportunity sooner rather than later.
Well, after 53 minutes of play, we still don't have a score, and we're going to come back to Adrian College Bulldogs on a power play. You're watching the D1 Women's Semifinals on the ACHA National Championship Network.
The 2018 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by the Columbus Blue Jackets. For tickets and more, visit bluejackets.com. R-Bar, the official ACHA 2018 Nationals post-game hangout and best hockey bar in Columbus. And by the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. Columbus has no off-season.
Hello, this is Harriet Howie's. Not all hockey pucks are created equal. This is a Canadian-made high-density rubber puck. It is chip-resistant. If you'd like, we'll put your team's logo on a case of these pucks. This is a good product.
Back here, Columbus, Ohio, you've turned into a dandy. Nora Sewell, Boz Echevarri on the call with you. And through the first 53 minutes, it's been really an exciting game.
Yeah, we're here. We're ready to see a goal up here.
The rest of the crowd is for sure lid ready to come off of the Ohio Health Ice House as the faceoff played into the corner here. And now up ahead and out of the zone here as Adrian College with a player advantage for a minute 50. As we'll see if Adrian College can put one in the back of the net. So far, the goaltenders doing quite a remarkable job.
They are. They're both playing at their best game right now and doing what they can to advance their teams into the next round here.
Yeah, championship game on the line. Shot from Rebellis that was sticked up and off the end boards. Now out in front here as I think looks like momentarily losing it was the goaltender in Aaron Sparks.
Yeah, you got to keep that championship game in the back of your mind while you're out there every shift, but at the same time not let it command your game. You need to make those plays that slow everything down, and hopefully you can do your best to give those opportunities.
All right, Nora, how hard is it to stay loose in a game like this, especially as late in the game it is?
Extremely. You're every time you come off that bench, you are trying to make that change for your team and get that goal up there, but you want to be that player on the ice. You want to help your team, and you want that to be for you and not against you.
Now back up, played up ahead. Of course, this is the home of the 2018 Final Four. I mean, and you look at March Madness, you speak of the basketball game, you hear the term hero ball thrown out a lot. I think right now we might see some hero hockey here in the last 6 minutes of play. At least in regulation.
Yeah, of course. I tell you, the goal that does happen, I mean, it is going to command hopefully what little time they have left to hold it off. And it's going to be a good one.
Well, Adrian College right now not really doing a good job here on the player advantage. Harrison gets tripped up here. Currently, she's offside, and that's the ruling.
Yeah, they need, like I said, they need to slow it down and do what works for them. They've been doing a great job in the neutral zone and wheeling the puck and make sure they come in with speed, and it looks like they might be having a little bit of a difficult time doing that here with this power play that they have.
So I'll look at Jess Harrison as she comes off the ice. Still 19 seconds left on the power play. And a a tie-up here that goes into the Miami zone as Polari will get to the puck. Now just kind of weakly thrown on net here. Out in front there was Polari. She was calling for the puck.
Yeah, she wants to be that hero you're talking about. She's letting them know she's there and she's ready, and she's taking the ice, and she wants it.
Now Arnold will go 5-on-5 as Polari will play. Sent out in front here, still out in the face-off circle, and just scampering and rolling off the blade of Arnold. Now Polari down low. She tried to send it to the front of the net here. No one there. Now down low, still out in front here. And now finally to the face-off circle where Puglisi will clear it. And the rest of the Miami line will get a change.
Good play by Puglisi. Get it out of your zone. Take that opportunity away and get off the ice and do it again. And
there's a strip. At this point, every penalty you take is huge. And now, right after the Adrian College power play surpassed, it's going to be a Miami Red Hawk penalty.
Yeah, you hate to be that
power play.
That one that takes that and gives that opportunity this late in the game, because it's going to change everything, and you're not going to feel too good about it, especially after the game when you sit there and think about it.
Yeah, well, you just saw the replay there, and what happened was a blatant definition of a trip.
Yep.
Everyone in the building knew it. Now,
exactly.
Face-off that was sent forward where Dungy covers up.
Yeah, that makes it even harder. Especially when you don't think you weren't the guilty party.
Now back, Wilson plays it, and it wasn't out of the zone. Matthews sends it to the front glove down there, and Hardy will clear this down to the ice, and it's going to go all the way as back it goes Matthews. Parody, we've seen this a lot here where she's been super aggressive with that puck being ice. Now Hardy with a good stick just to poke that away, but it wasn't an opportunity for Adrian College. This one sent down, and now playing it, I think, covering it up, Aaron Sparks, and wisely so.
Yeah, you can never be too safe on those, especially this late in the game. She's gonna cover that and take that opportunity away for anything, a weird bounce to happen or a deflection, or she's making sure that doesn't happen, because she's been standing on her head, and that would just not be a good ending for her right now.
Right now, I mean, these goaltenders look just so calm and collected.
They are. They're crazy. They're good at it. They're good at what they do, and they're there for a reason.
Now Peterson up ahead for Sloan. Sloan going to try to get this one up ahead, and successfully does for Katie Baldwin. Baldwin in the zone. Had her stick whacked a couple times and sent this one to the corner. River Bellis will go around the boards and leave it for Arnold. Arnold now with a puck and doesn't have enough on it as it angles off the glass. Still in the zone. Pulling up was Chili Garris. She leaves it for her captain and Baldwin shot this in the skate of Arnold. Now Chili Garris to the front of the net here. Dungy can't find it. It's still out in front here, and it was just guided back ever so tenderly to where Dungy could cover up.
Yeah, both goaltenders, like you said, playing a great game, and it takes a lot to be a goalie. I mean, they're the bravest ones out there right now, and it's always interesting to ask a goalie, why'd you start? And you know, it's usually a good story. These girls, they're good at what they do, and clearly holding their teams in it right now.
Face off one here and back to play. And still on the blue line, finally out of the zone. Sent down here and back to Matthews as she'll reel this one as now Zimba there. Tell you what, these Adrian College forwards, they are aggressive on the penalty kill.
They are. You like to see that. You like to see them put a very defensive strategy out there against this other team and not give them the opportunity to even break this puck out. And Miami it's frustrating when you're supposed to be down in that zone and getting that opportunity, but here they go.
This goes all the way back where Matthews will have to play it. So Miami has a chance at one last rush, and now up ahead here for Chili Garris. Chili Garris will pull off, and this will probably do it for the power play here, but Puglisi now has it. She walks in and leaves it back behind. It was from Matthews, just played down deep. Excuse me, that was Peterson who's at the point. Now back for Sloan. Sloan will angle this one off the boards, was looking for Puglisi. Couldn't find it here, and Polari was there, but she was peeling off for a change. Didn't want to play the puck, especially if a teammate was coming off of the bench. Now Hardy into the corner, angles this one off the glass. Battle here at the half boards. It's actually right where the Adrian College bench ends. And a healthy collision right here in front of the Adrian College bench here as we enter the last 145. Battle here, puck frozen. It's gonna, face-off's gonna stay in the Adrian College zone, but 1 minute 43 left in period number 3, left in regulation. And so far, we haven't seen a goal.
We have not seen a goal, and we've seen a lot of goal-scoring effort, but no one's had that put that point up there, and looks like they're gonna take it outside here and do what they can.
A little bit more breathing room for Adrian College as we enter the last 100 seconds of regulation time. Up ahead goes Polson. Polson looking to be the hero here, sent to the front of the crease. No one home for Adrian College.
Yeah, you're those forwards. You need to crash the net and be there when that comes across the slot.
Vestier, D2D, now here for Moore. Moore up ahead for LaBelle. LaBelle couldn't handle it. This one sent back to the Adrian College blue line by Matthews. Now up ahead here as we enter the last 70 seconds of regulation time. Shot here by Bolson. Waffle boarded away by Sparks.
Another great low blocker shot. That was a good one, and no goal, but right idea.
You hear PA announcer Andy Storrs addressing the crowd, letting them know that 60 seconds are left in regulation time, and Sparks with a crashing Jess Harrison puts the brakes on this play, and we'll have a restart here from the glove side of Sparks.
Yeah, Miami sets up here. You're going to want to win that face-off back to the corner in 50 seconds, give no opportunity to have that pop out to your point or your wingers, and here comes another face-off that a winger's going to take.
Yeah. Hardy now with it. Although we haven't seen one, I think the refs have done a better job of keeping centers in the dot.
Yep.
Back for the last 40 there. Hardy plays this back to the safety of Wilson. Now back for Polari. Up ahead goes Parody. Parody with a shot on net. It wasn't a good one though, as it stayed on the ice. And an easy cover-up for the goaltender and Sparks. Granted, should someone score in the next 31 seconds, this won't apply. Adrian College knows it because they played an overtime game 2 days ago. And Miami might know this as well. Of course, overtime here in the semis is a continuous overtime sudden death period. So,
yeah,
as we stand right now, 60 minutes may not be enough to decide a winner and a trip to the championship game.
Yeah, you got to keep that in mind. Gotta come out into overtime and not be too frustrated with your play, because both teams here have been giving it what they need, but just not the results they want.
To the last 5 seconds we go, and as we stand right now, 60 minutes not enough to decide a winner. We'll go to overtime from the Ohio Health Ice House in Columbus, Ohio. We thank you for joining us. We're going to take a short break because 60 minutes wasn't enough, and we'll head to overtime period in about 15 minutes. You're watching the Women's Division I semifinal on the ACHA National Championships Network.
She's got to shoot it, and she hits it.
Are you ready, Columbus? Then join us for the debut of the NCAA Women's Final Four at Nationwide Arena. Get ready to see it all, do it all, and go for it all. March 29th through April 1st. The party never stops, and the fun never ends. Join us all weekend long. Visit ncaa.com/Women's Final Four today.
Hey, this is Betsy from Howie's, and I want to tell you a little bit about our hoodies. They're made with a polyester and pre-shrunk cotton blend, which means they're not going to shrink down on you. They're really thick and super soft on the inside. They also have these classy Howie's cloth laces on them. So whether you're at the rink or out on the pond, I know you're going to love this hoodie.
My name is Kelly Lorenz, and I'm the Team Store Specialist here at Aries. AriesTeamStore.com is our solution to helping coaches put together spiritwear sales and fundraising.
My name is Adam Walters, and I'm the head boys and girls track coach at Olentangy Orange High School. The fundraising feature of AriesTeamStore.com is nice because you can add $1 or $2 to every item, and then if you have 100 kids and they all buy one item, you just made a quick, easy $100 or $200. It's effective and simple, easy to use, and you get great apparel.
Hey, this is Jason with Howie's Hockey Tape, here to tell you about our top quality polo shirts. For any occasion, whether you're out on the golf course or out with friends. Our dry fit polo will keep sweat away from your body and keep you on your game. Stay dry, cool, and looking good with your Howie's polo.
It's the feeling you get when it all rushes back. The lights, the sounds, the thrill. This memory has been earned and preserved for a lifetime. Every ring has its story. What will yours say?
there's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
And back in Columbus, Ohio, you take a look at third period highlights, and it's more of the same here, Nora. It's all saves.
It is. It's all saves from both, coming from both ends of the ice. And going in this period, you want to see these coming from, continue to come from either end and help your team out.
Yeah, here you see Dungy right now. I mean, she had a lot of shots to face in the first period. You see her or the third period. She had made a lot of saves right now. It was Miami 6 shots, Adrian College 13, and there you see another one by Erin Sparks, who she's seen 39 shots over 60 minutes.
Yeah, she's quick, goalpost to goalpost, and covers that right up.
Yeah, so I mean that's where we stand right now. You see the graphic. We're about to head to overtime in just a couple short minutes. You're watching. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with the overtime period. You're watching the women's Division I semifinal on the ACHA National Championship Network.
It's the feeling you get when it all rushes back. The lights, the sounds, the thrill. This memory has been earned and preserved for a lifetime. Every ring has its story. What will yours say?
Hey, I'm Dave from Howie's, and I'm here to tell you what makes Howie's cloth tape the best tape on the market. It starts with strength. Our tape is made with a poly cotton blend, and it has the highest thread count of any tape on the market. It's going to last longer. Next is adhesive. We use an aggressive adhesive that will guarantee this tape will stay on your stick. That's what it's supposed to do, right? I promise you'll love this tape.
Well, there you see the graphic. It is in overtime period. 60 minutes, not enough for a goal to be scored. Nora Sewell, Boz Echevarri, and so far, I mean, really quickly before I turn it over to you, Nora, shot totals. Adrian College, 39. Miami, 20.
Yeah, both teams come out here with a lot of energy. They're riled up. Both fan bases are riled up, and we're looking for hopefully what will be a quick goal.
Well, we're just looking for a goal.
We are. Either team has opportunity to capitalize, and they're anxious to do so.
Well, pretty safe to say at this point in time, the next goal wins it. You see overtime period. One goalie's going to have a shutout. The other goalie's going home.
Yep. And going home to end of your season, and gotta think about that.
Yeah, of course, no one wants their season to end here. This one's sent in by Chili Garris and just turned away. easily by the goaltender Dungy, who's seen 20 shots through the first 60 minutes of play, and it was not enough to find a winner. So this one sent right back in by Miami as Adrian College is having all kinds of trouble entering the zone. We'll see it now. Up ahead here, looking for a stretch pass and off target, and it'll be an icing against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you always love an overtime win. Something that doesn't happen too often, or doesn't come too often when you get those goals up there in those first 3 periods. But here we are with 4, and doing what we can doing what they can, either team, to end this game.
Now back win by Peterson. Peterson sent up here, blocked away by, I believe that was Fortune. Now down low for Edmondson. Edmondson tried to send it to the front of the net, was returned right back to her. Into the corner plate goes, now up ahead here. Near side board, sent right back in by Michaela Gogwin. Now back out where Peterson takes it. She'll just send it right down to the end boards here. Should be noted as well, there is semifinal number 2 between the Colorado Buffaloes and the number 1 team, the Liberty Flames. That, of course, going to happen after the conclusion of this game, whenever that comes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're out there, especially these goalies, you're exhausted right now. Players, defensemen, I mean, even maybe a little bit the coaches watching this 0-0 game commence.
I'm sure they're mentally drained.
Exactly.
Back around the end boards we go. Now give and chase there was Davis. And now down low, of course, rules for overtime. We're going 20 minutes, 5-on-5, barring any penalties until we have a winner. Standard period, standard intermission. Now up ahead for Fortune. Fortune with an opportunity, but there was Matthews to cut her off and corral the puck for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, she had a really good read on that play and wasn't going to let that go any farther.
Well, offside where were the Bulldogs, but that negated by the fact that this one was played back in the zone. Now up ahead here, sent in deep and just stick to the corner by Sparks. Play goes the other way here. Chili Garris was involved with it. Now Chili Garris with it. Being stick lifted there, and a penalty coming up to Adrian College. And it will be some sort of stick infraction. It's going to be a hook.
Yeah, that's one that you got to watch out for and make sure that you're playing clean and not getting those calls to give the other team the advantage to win this game.
Suffice it to say, anything that happens in the overtime period, regardless of penalties or saves, all magnified by the fact that it's a winner-take-all game.
Yeah, exactly. It's there. It's there for the taking, and one of these teams is going to walk away pretty happy.
Nevertheless, Matthews now wins it here. Now here side for Noble. Noble tried to send it in. Fanning on the shot there was Vasali. Matthews kept it in, and we're going to have a penalty here to Miami. And the ice has just opened up as being penalized on that hit was Alyssa Vasali.
Yeah, you see teammates talking down there and taking this game from a different perspective and what things are happening and paying attention and making sure that they're slowing the game down. And
here's another look at it here, and I don't know.
I don't know about that either. That's a little bit questionable.
It's like I'm not going to say it was embellished, but
yeah,
it does appear that way.
It does.
And now getting thrown from the circle here is Ellen Chili Garris. Of course, those are going to be magnified as well, as you want your centers to be the one that take the draws.
That's your job, man. It's you practice those, and
now walking in front, Hardy stick handles by, and it was just outside the near side post as Hardy still entangled back there with 3 Red Hawks. No support here for Miami, and Hardy's going to have to hustle back. She finally does, and after seeing it, just dumping it in goes Harrison.
Yeah, those things happen. You got to get up and get out of the zone so your team can make a play and quickly come back and maybe catch someone off guard and before they have time to regroup.
Noble just send this one into the trapper, and now still with it in her glove. As the Miami fans want a delay of game there for Dungey keeping it in her trapper, and I mean, you could also argue Edmondson was coming toward the net, although there wasn't a whole lot behind her strides.
Yeah, maybe playing it safe, but make sure you're not playing it too safe, because that could penalize you pretty quickly.
Some leniency, of course, refs have for goaltenders. I think Miami fans might have an argument there, but nevertheless, the women in orange armbands think otherwise. This one frozen along the half boards with 51 seconds left on the penalty to Adrian College. It'll be a brief power play of 12 seconds, and the face-off will come out of the Adrian College zone, just outside the blue line here near side in front of the Miami bench.
Yeah, if you're Miami, you really want to drive this puck forward and get that into the zone quickly and make a play happen.
Wind goes here, a lot of tangled sticks, tangled skates. Finally, Puglisi comes out with a puck at the half board there, watched by Zimba, left it there, and a shot through a lot of traffic by Goodwin. And we're gonna have a penalty here, and it's gonna be assessed to Adrian College. Probably not a smart play there, as now finally Adrian College. It's a cross check.
Yeah, she's not gonna like that call, but he can't be doing that this late in the game, especially 4 periods in.
You want to be aggressive, but the refs are here to penalize over-aggressiveness. And well, it's going to be a 4-on-3, a 4-on-4, and finally a 5-on-4. And yeah, well, there we go again. Being thrown out of the circle. Now back to the point here and out of the zone. It was Edmondson who tried to keep it in. Polari, the lone bulldog there, applying the pressure on the boards, being canceled out by Edmondson. Now up ahead there, far side for Noble. Noble walks in, a shot here, it was turned away by the leg. Still out in front here, a shot. That was blocked by Polari. Into the corner, Chili Garris goes. Back from Matthews at the top of the circle, a shot here. And glove fought through by Allison Dungey. A lot of traffic in front of the net and a tough save for Dungey.
Yeah, great shot there. If she came right off the pads there, far side to her winger, and if she wasn't getting that rebound, she could have easily skated in there and got her own. And that's what you like to see.
Tell you what, the stop and go flow of this overtime period might get the sense that a goal might be coming off of kind of a dirty goal in a way, a garbage goal, a rebound out in front here.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be pretty, but it's sure gonna count.
Oh, Edmondson there, almost setting up Chili Garris perfectly. A 5-on or 4-on-4 for the next 5 seconds. Then Miami goes right back on the power play. This one not clear out of the zone. Chili Garris there, now finally poking this one out was Parody. Sent to the front, turned away by the goaltender and Dungey, as Miami right back on the power play. This one just sent to the half boards there and out of harm's way by Harrison. Still not out of the zone, but this one sent to Puglisi. Far side circle, walks in here, sniped down there by Hardy. Didn't get to the net. Puglisi gives chase, now Hardy now has it. Hardy goes up here near side, Parody. Parody can skate, she gets by Matthews. Parody out in front here, and turned away by Matthews. She didn't get a good shot off.
That was a great opportunity. 2 defensemen caught up to her a little bit, but she skated her hardest to get there and almost get a goal here.
Parody after that shift, she's gonna have to come off the ice. Now back for Moore. Moore angles it off the boards. A couple of Adrian fans right near us wanted an icing, or at least wanted the Bulldogs to ice it. Now back in front here, still out in front, puck still backhand attempt, turned away by Sparks. She's been more than stellar for the Miami Redhawks, as the last 10 seconds we go rushing with a good forecheck. She keeps her in the zone, now rushing, walking into the corner, sprawled out down low, probably ill-advised was Puglisi. Now this one sent up there and cutting the angle off was Katie Baldwin. Up ahead for Puglisi. Puglisi, who's on the end of a shift, had this one knifed off by Rushing. Now a 3-on-1 potentially. Rushing now, a backhand attempt turned away. A good stick by Sparks keeps Miami in this game and their championship game hopes alive. Battle now finally sent back out. Merced couldn't handle it. Now up ahead here for Cial. Cial's a shot that goes wide of the near side post as she keeps up the pressure. Adrian College the other way. That is Levasseur. Levasseur, who gained some speed through the neutral zone, turns away for Fortune. Fortune fanned on the shot there. Applying the pressure was Chili Garris. Now still out front here off the side of the cage and back out. And picking up the puck there is Noble. Noble now up ahead. Was looking for her teammate in Chialis. Couldn't find her. Now Arnold here near side. LaBelle, as Adrian College, maybe a high touch there, negated by a touching by Miami nevertheless. The high touch was obnubilated by a Miami stick.
Yeah, like I said, someone needs to step up and take command of this game. These past few minutes, Adrian's doing that. They're in the zone. They're getting shots. They're not running around in the neutral zone and doing what they can here. Coming in with hopefully some speed. Set something
walks
up.
in. Face off dot here, saved by Sparks as the first 7 go by in overtime number 1. No winner yet.
Yeah, Sparks there. She looks tired, but she's nonetheless doing her job back there and doing a very, very good job at that.
So we go down and talk to the off-ice official and stat keeper to get shot total. We crossed by the locker rooms. I'll tell you what, it was pretty quiet down there in between this third intermission, basically. Shot by Arnold here, was looking for a deflection in front. Also getting her stick on it was Hornbuckle. Now back for Rebellis. Rebellis will walk this up. Now for Arnold at the ACHA logo. This one sent out in front. It was blocked down there by Emily Sloan. She played it in the corner, still has the puck. Finally gets it out, but to the stick of Arnold at the red line. DDD and entering the zone is Hardy with good speed out in front here into the pads, and we're going to have a penalty to Miami. And this one rather earned. It's a hook to Sarah Peterson.
Yeah, girls down there taking a knee, and they're tired, but this game is going to end until someone puts in the back of the net, usually how that works, and we're going to see who does it and regroup, and hopefully someone's going to make something happen.
No matter the type of conditioning that you're in, especially in a goaltender spot, with how many shots that Erin Sparks has seen, you have to think that her lungs are burning, and there's a lot of lactic acid buildup coming from Sparks.
I can only imagine, but she doesn't look like it seems to be phasing her. It might be there, but these goalies are tough, and it's what they do best. So she's gonna give it everything she can and hold it out for her team.
Matthews now with it, and she's going to try to kill off the last 90 seconds of the potential penalty kill. Was looking for a breakout opportunity, but might have gone the other way. Should Zimba hurry? Now Zimba walks in from the circle. Shot here. Pad save, looking 5-hole on Erin Sparks, and Nora, we had a perfect look at it from our vantage point.
Yeah, that she didn't get down that quickly. That was going to go 5-hole. That was a great read. She wheeled into the zone with some speed and had her head up and put it where she wanted it, and almost ended the game right there.
Leves here in the circle with Darby Edmondson. One back by Edmondson, trying to get this one out and go to Red Hawks. They finally, they momentarily would have had that attempt denied, but both collapsing on it were, I believe that was Parody and Rebellis. Now walking in, a shot here. Pat save, still out in front. A scramble in front, the puck would not go. And now finally, somehow, through all that traffic, Erin Sparks found the puck and put the trapper to cover it up.
Yeah, she's completely put this team on her back. She's up and down. She's all over that crease, and she's giving it all right now. It's very impressive to watch.
Through all this, only 60 seconds has elapsed from the power play time that the Adrian College Bulldogs are currently in. Well, thrown out in front here as Polaris was right there, that was Polari who was out in front. Now Hardy, back to Rebellis. Right back down for Hardy. Sent out in front here, equal to the task, was Erin Sparks. Now going down to the ice, Hardy from her own corner. Looking to the top 4, now sent right back down. Out in front here and finding the blade, now back to Rebellis at the top of the circle here. Shot in the pad is Sloan. Oh, and they score!
Great shot. She read that. She was quick. Adrian was moving it up and down, and what a goal.
Top corner, and Adrian College going to the championship game. They've knocked off the defending national champions.
That was a great goal.
And Jokic The Red Hawks almost consoling Erin Sparks, who quite literally put her team on her back today.
You have to. I mean, she did everything she could and maybe got out, hung out to dry a little bit. I mean,
here's the replay.
She did. I mean, that goes right through her arm, and
that's 100% a shooter's goal.
Yeah, she saw that opportunity, and you can see Sparks right there, kind of both defensemen on either side of her on their knees.
What a shot there from Parody, who also got the goal yesterday here, and you see the handshakes, and always tough for the team that loses in overtime.
Oh, it is, but these girls, they're not hanging their heads too much. It was just it's an accomplishment to get here, and good for them. Good for both teams, some great hockey.
Absolutely, fans appreciative of both the game we just saw. I know up from the booth it was an incredible game, an overtime final. Adrian College by way of Nicole Parody for the second time in as many games for the Adrian College Bulldogs, who has put this game on ice for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Well, for North Sewell, everyone here at the ACHA National Championships Network, we also invite you to stay tuned. Next game, Liberty Flames and the Colorado Buffaloes. The winner takes on Adrian College in the championship game tomorrow. For everyone here, we want to thank you for watching this broadcast of the Women's Division I semifinals on the ACHA National Championships Network.